Stop you the next time, too.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Johnson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from the 3 and out. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one that he liked.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working. Hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! David Johnson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC. 71 yards. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Fighting through. Underneath for Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! You got 4. You got 4. Hey, watch 8-5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cole. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
This is Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Kansas City. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front, As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Blue 90!
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
319!
He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Martin, the punter, now out. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being checked. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And an alley to run. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
He's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue Lanny. Blue Lanny. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Kansas City touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. Lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Gardner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire.
And this is caught by Allen for a Chiefs touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he spins through, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Now let's go.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Oh, eluding the tackle. And some space here.